Hey guys, Michael here from Auscoin, and what I'm excited to chat with you today is 3 very strong topics that I feel that we should just really discuss to help you better understand Auscoin, but also potentially make an educated decision to participate in our upcoming seed round. First thing that I want to talk about is the white paper. And while I discuss the white paper, some of the challenges and also the uncharted territory that we're really rolling through with being a pioneer within the Australian ICO phase. The second thing that I want to talk about, which is what really gets me going, is some of the partnerships that we've acquired in the last 48 hours. And lastly, I want to give you a very quick rundown if this is your first time participating in an ICO, how it's done, what you need to do, and what happens once you've acquired the tokens. So guys, let's talk about the white paper. The white paper that we have right now isn't the white paper that we had 6 weeks ago. And here's why. 6 weeks ago, ASIC changed all the legalities that were required for an Australian ICO to stay in Australia and legally do an ICO within Australian laws and legislation. When that happened, we were hit with a massive challenge. Auscoin's vision has always been to drive mainstream adoption, but more importantly, add value and help more Australians acquire more Bitcoin faster. We are here to serve the Australian and the Asia and Oceania Pacific region. We didn't want to have to go offshore, so we had a choice to keep the ICO as an Australian ICO and completely change our white paper to adopt the new laws, and that's the choice that we made. It came at the sacrifice of having to take some things out that until we get all the legal requirements finalized, we can introduce back in. The big thing that Auscoin wanted to do, and still does, is share revenue with Australians. Now, when looking at Auscoin as a whole, where does the revenue come from? It will come from 3 phases. The first is our network of 1,200 ATMs. The second is our merchant service, which will see Bitcoin, Auscoin, and hundreds of other alternate coins accepted through retailers all around Australia. And the third was sharing revenue from our exchange. These are things that we are 100% committed to building, and these are things that we are still going to do. But here's the deal. To share that revenue with you in Australia is extremely hard to do as an ICO. So what we're doing currently right now is working with our legal and development teams. We're looking at options of airdropping. We've also discussed lots of other options with our legal team, and we will find a solution. As it stands right now, 1% of everything that is generated through the ATM network, as we roll out over the next couple of months, will be pushed back into the network to help appreciate the value of an Auscoin token. I can share this. On the numbers that we've done, based on the amount of ATMs that we're rolling out and the potential revenue that these could do, that is a huge amount of revenue going back into the network to really help with value. Now I want to move on to the part that really gets me going, and that is partnerships. We have been networking and working our butts off to secure some very significant deals that will not only bring massive value to the Auscoin brand, but will see Auscoin in the media and in the faces of the public very, very fast. The first one that I want to talk about is done. We finally secured the liquidity that we needed to manage $2 billion worth of revenue per month throughout the network. What that means is we have partnered with wholesalers out of Hong Kong to make sure that we always have up to $2 billion per month in wholesale Bitcoin to be sold through the ATMs to make the model profitable. The second thing that I want to talk about is a partnership that until legal has signed off on both ends, I can't say where. However, we have partnered with one of the largest shopping center complexes in the Southern Hemisphere to make sure that Auscoin ATMs are present throughout their centers. And lastly, we have a retail giant coming on board. This retail giant will potentially be broadcasting on social media the partnership. Once that's done, we'll have the ability to share more, but let me tell you this. The partner that we have created with this retail person is very significant. not because of who the partnership is, but more importantly, how they conduct their business. They have multiple stores all throughout Australia, and every single store will have an ATM in it. Not only that, they will also be another retailer that accepts Auscoin for payment. More importantly though, how this business conducts themselves on social media, the influencers that they have access to, the network and the amount of views on YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, and influencers, this thing will really launch Auscoin into the stratosphere. So guys, that is an absolute game changer. Lastly, what I wanted to share was this. We have some huge news coverage coming. It is also coming at a time that is right before the seed round launches. This is going to drive demand through the roof. It's also going to put Auscoin in the national spotlight. This news will be broadcasted unless there is a dramatic event that changes the news schedule. What I really want to point out is this. We are working so hard to bring more awareness, demand, and media coverage to Auscoin than any other coin out there, because we realize the more people know, the more awareness we create, the more value we bring to the cryptocurrency community. So lastly guys, the thing I want to finish with is, what does all this mean? If you're watching this and this is the first time you've heard about Auscoin, you know nothing about Auscoin, and now you want to participate, what I want to walk you through is the simple steps on how it's done. The big thing with Auscoin, it is a token within the cryptocurrency space on the Ethereum network. Our seed sale is absolutely amazing. We're offering a 40% discount for anyone that participates. What that means is if you buy $1,000 worth of tokens, you will receive $1,400 worth of tokens for simply believing in us, participating in the early adoption phase, and being a part of the big vision that is Auscoin, and we want to reward you for that. So on Monday, the seed round will commence. The countdown timer is currently on Auscoin.io. I also strongly recommend for signing up for our newsletter, and we will make sure over the next 3 days, we communicate with you on a regular basis. Once you get to the Auscoin page, you've reviewed the white paper and you've made the decision to participate. When the countdown timer ends, it will be replaced with an opportunity to take part. You need one of 3 currencies to be involved. The Auscoin seed round will accept Ethereum, Bitcoin, or Neo, which means you need to hold the amount of coins to the value you want to spend during the seed. We will also make sure that during the seed round, we're available on social media. Our 1300 Auscoin number is now connected, and we will be there for you to serve you as we navigate through. So lastly guys, I'll leave you with this. I am completely overwhelmed by the abundance of support that we've received of people who want to participate, not just with being involved in the seed round, but also, reaching out to offer help, to offer their services, to see if there's any way that after the value we've added, they can give back. I am totally humbled by all the words we've received, but more importantly, I am more than excited to serve you and really build this thing out to add value to all Australians in the space over the next 3 years.